Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Wednesday, April 9th edition of our video devotionals, and thank you so much for joining us today, and hope your Wednesday's going well. It is the middle part of the work week and school week once again, and it is Wednesday evening church service for many of us, if you indeed have it on Wednesdays. I've known people have had it on Thursdays and Fridays, maybe Tuesdays. Otherwise, Wednesday historically has been the night kind of halfway between Sundays in which churches have had a Wednesday evening church service, and so hopefully you can attend that if your church does that. Well, we call this Wisdom Wednesday, so we're going to be in the book of Proverbs today, chapter 18, verse 24. Find that if you will, if it is your custom, to follow along with us. We appreciate everybody who watches the videos. Thank you so much for all the acknowledgments and the comments that are made, and we appreciate you very much. Well, we're going to jump right into it, okay? And notice what it says here in Proverbs 18, 24. It says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. All right, so let's just stop for a minute. You know, most of the time, if you just ask somebody, what does the word friendly mean to you? And oftentimes we may define it with an illustration, like someone who strikes up a conversation, like with a stranger perhaps. You know, oftentimes you'll find yourself standing in line at a restaurant or at the grocery store, someplace like that. Maybe you're pumping gas and there's someone on the other side of the pump there, and you say, boy, it's hot out, or boy, it's cold out, or you just strike up a conversation. And you say, man, that was a friendly person, and that's a good thing to do. I think it shows, you can call it kindness, good manners, or you can even call it friendliness. But I think if we're not careful, we don't see the depth of what's being said here in this verse. A friend is somebody, when you look at the Bible, is somebody that's much deeper than just somebody that will strike up a conversation with you. I often told people that, you know, a lot of people have a buddy. A buddy is somebody you usually have a common interest. For example, there's people who have fishing buddies and bowling buddies, things you do together, and when there's your bond. If it wasn't for that, then you may not even spend time with each other. Ladies, the same thing. You get in a little circle and you got some kind of common denominator, like a craft or an activity, whatever it might be. But you know what? A friend is somebody that are going to tell you things that not everybody will tell you. A friend is somebody who's going to be there no matter what. And I think when the Bible says if you want some friends, it's not so much saying get out here and start talking to a bunch of people. I think what it's saying is a friend is somebody that when you tell somebody, hey, I'm going to be your friend and I've got your back, as we use that expression, and I'm going to be with you no matter what, and there's a loyalty there and there's a bond there no matter what, then a person that has friends, then they've got to reciprocate or have that same type of character. In other words, you're the type of person that doesn't just allow somebody to do that for you and to help you. They're your friend. But I think it's something where you say, you know what, you're my friend, and I'm going to be your friend. You're my friend. I'm going to be your friend. We're going to have this close bond. It's a spiritual bond. Being a friend is very, very important. You know, David and Jonathan. Jonathan was Saul's son, and Jonathan and David had a friendship unlike many others, and they both had each other's back. And what a kind of a strange situation it was that David had to go through, including Jonathan. But the point is, it's more than just saying if you get out here and start talking to a bunch of people, you'll get you a bunch of friends. Oh, it's much deeper than that. It's somebody that you have a common commitment that's usually spiritual. It's there to help somebody maybe in their lowest time or share the victories, whatever it is. It's somebody that's just not going to up and leave you and bail on you. That's why people that get married, you and the spouses, the husband and the wife, you should have this friend relationship, and you're there for each other no matter what. And you're there in their lowest times, you're there in their highest times, but you're there, and you're going to be there. And there's that bond that just will not be broken. So friendliness is more than just saying get out here and start talking to a bunch of people. That's a good thing. Probably a lot of people can maybe begin something that will turn into a friendship. But I'm saying, and you especially know this is true when you look at the second half of that verse. First part says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly. And notice this, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Notice the word stick, closer than a brother. Sometimes even family members may not have your back always, but a friend is somebody that says, I'm there always, no matter what. So there you go. So we're going to stop right there. Have a great day, safe day, healthy day, Lord willing. We'll see you back tomorrow. We'll be in the book of 1 Kings tomorrow. And look forward to being with you tomorrow. So have a great day.